I'm sure between you and me, poor Dr. Panache, you know.
Hi, I'm Nalie and welcome to the Nalie Show, where I help you beat your battles and be the best version of you. Are you a warrior? Like, do you constantly worry about everything? What if this? What if that? What's gonna happen? Oh my god. Fighting cancer, I learned that worrying and stressing is nothing but a waste of energy and time. Today, I am joined by walking miracle Mei-Lin, metastatic breast cancer survivor and advocate. In 2009, her cancer spread everywhere. Lungs, spleen, biliary tract, bones, and even the heart. Mei-Lin was given less than 2 years to live. Well, it's 2017 now, and she's coming on the Nalie Show in remission. She actively spreads awareness and hope as a volunteer at the Canadian Breast Cancer Network, Hope and Cope, and the Canadian Cancer Society, proving that cancer and its damn statistics does not have to dictate your life. And while many of us stress about problems we self-construct, Mei-Lin has mastered how to live in the moment despite a terminal diagnosis. And together, we want to share you 5 tips so you can learn how to live in the moment too. I have a lot to learn from this wise woman, so she's gonna come over, we're gonna grab a drink, and we will see you soon. What would you like to drink?
I would love a glass of water.
I feel drawn to you and your story, yes, because I feel like we can relate, but we also share the same oncologist.
That's right.
Dr. Panache.
That's right.
And I feel like if Dr. Panache did well with you, I feel like he could do well with me. So that gives me a little bit more hope.
I think our paths were meant to cross.
I believe that too. You know, these miracle stories tend to happen elsewhere, but here you are sitting with me, so it's really a privilege to have you here. I know you had a misdiagnosis, and then can you explain a little bit about what happened and how you found out you had this crazy cancer?
I wasn't feeling great. I was a little bit tired. So I went to a couple of doctors who gave me different diagnoses. I reached out to the Jewish General and...
That's my hospital too.
Yes. So I ended up having to have a biopsy, and from that biopsy, where I thought I was going to be fine, you know, I was working and playing and life was just great.
And this was in 2009 when you were 45?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Then I got a call that I needed to come in. I was told that something that I really thought was nothing was terminal cancer of unknown origin. I had so many tumors throughout my body, they could not tell where the cancer was coming from. And it did not read as a breast cancer because typically breast cancers are hormonal in nature.
Yes.
So within about a week and a half span, I met with a head and neck oncologist, a lung oncologist, gynecological oncologist, medical oncologist, and I'm forgetting, but another oncologist.
Oh my god. So where was the cancer then?
Lungs, spleen, biliary tract, pancreas, bones, bone marrow, soft tissue, and all of my lymph nodes.
And didn't you also tell me you had a little something in your heart?
Yes.
That is crazy.
1 centimeter. Thank goodness you reminded me.
No,
I forgot.
that's something I remember you told me that, and
yeah.
I was so shocked because your heart is what keeps your whole body going.
Yeah.
So that's really scary. How did you react upon finding out the results of your PET scan?
Okay, so, you know, I kind of knew nothing about cancer, but I knew about cancer, if that makes any sense.
Oh, I totally can relate to that.
I remember telling Dr. Panache, do whatever you have to do to just cure me. And he looked at me and he said, I can't cure you.
Oh my God.
I left there and I mean, I'm so hard-headed, it's not even funny. I looked at my husband and I said, well, he doesn't know who he's dealing with.
This is why I can relate to Mei-Lin so much. Like, that attitude is my attitude. We're both very stubborn.
Oh my God.
And then it was treatments over treatments.
Yes. Do you want me to tell you?
Sure, if you can try. Like, I know she has gone through so much.
I've had 8 months of chemo pills, 174 IV chemo treatments, radiation therapy, and then various surgeries to fix or, you know, help or whatever throughout the process. I ended up finally getting a diagnosis of triple negative breast cancer.
That's it. At what point did they find out that it was triple negative breast cancer?
When they decided that it wasn't everything else.
So they ruled out all the cancers?
They started ruling out based upon how my body was responding to the various chemos they were giving me.
Yeah.
Because as you know, depending on what type of cancer you have, there's a certain protocol.
Exactly.
And so in my case, they didn't really know what protocol to apply to me, and it was kind of hit and miss, which is where I say, like, Dr. Panache was a godsend.
That's really reassuring.
Yes. Oh yes, you're in good hands.
So you never caught it in your breast before?
No. They believe that I had maybe one very, very small tumor in the breast that was so aggressive that it just went everywhere else.
Did you ever feel like, you know, the cancer was going to take you away?
I actually spent 4 days in the palliative care ward.
You were in palliative care?
I was in palliative care for 4 days. Even then, I was just thinking that everything was going to be okay. At one point, I remember one of the nurses coming in and, you know, she looked at me and then she went like this and she had this huge smile on her face and she said, you know, you're the only patient in the palliative care unit that keeps on putting on their hair and putting on their makeup, because I kept on getting my wig, putting my wig on,
wow.
You know, putting on my makeup, putting on my lipstick, you know.
Because most patients in palliative care would just give up, right?
Yeah, and I was like, no, I am going to go kicking and screaming.
Now, what's the prognosis?
So I've been in remission, knock on wood.
It's wood.
For 38 months now. I have not had a treatment since February 2014.
And you look amazing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they gave you, what, less than 2 years?
Yeah, yes, less than 2 years.
Have you had any major lifestyle changes from before 2009 and now we're 2017? Did you change anything in your life drastically that you believe perhaps helped in your recovery?
I think that one of the reasons why I'm still here is because of the fact that I already had a good basis. So I already ate well, I already exercised. I did bring it to the next level, and it was very easy for me to bring it to the next level.
Because you were already that person.
Because I was, exactly.
Yes,
exactly. And even with the exercise, like honestly, I feel so good when I'm exercising.
That's it.
You know, even when I exercise to the point where I'm in pain, I'm saying, you know what, at least I'm alive to actually feel my body being in pain.
Well said, that's so true. And when I'm in pain from chemo side effects, that's what I tend to tell myself. I'm like, you know what, I feel this pain because I'm alive right now.
Exactly.
Now you are in remission. Are you scared? Do you live in fear at all? How much does the thought of it perhaps coming back, how much does that even consume you? So
I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
It's always in the back of my mind. One thing that is in the front of my mind, and also it's something that, you know, our oncologist said to me was, you did it once, you can do it again.
Yes. Now we are here to talk about living in the moment.
Yes.
And I think you have mastered that. In terms of cancer patients, you know, a lot of people, like you were just saying, question, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? What did I eat? Should I have not done this, not done that? Or there are people who fear the recurrence, you know, oh my God, Nalie has a recurrence. I mean, I'm gonna have a recurrence, and what if this? What if that? I feel like for us who fought cancer, living in the moment is a huge, huge, huge tip to overcome it. And then there's the whole, oh, live in the moment, Pinterest quote. It sounds great, but how? How do you live in the moment? And I couldn't have found a better person than Mei-Lin to share these 5 tips on how to live in the moment. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. Number
1, let it go. Just let all of the garbage, all of the crap out of your life. It's not worth it. Pretty much do a cleansing, both literally and figuratively. Let all the grudges go. Just say it is gone. So I literally tell people, cancer allowed me to clear the crap out of my life.
Yes. It's kind of like spring cleaning, right?
Yes.
Or when you're cleaning out your wardrobe where you're like, I hadn't worn this piece of clothing for a year.
Seriously.
I don't need this.
You know, I had pieces of clothing that I was saying, okay, eventually I will be this size again. And I was keeping this stuff, and then I said, you know what? I don't need the stress of having this skirt there saying, you know, you're still not squeezing into me, so let it go.
And the same thing with people in your life. Let them go. If they no longer fit, let them go.
It's not worth it.
Number
2, slow down. You know, we spend all of our lives with our cell phones. Slow down. I remember the day after I got my diagnosis, I went out, I lay in my backyard, and I listened to the birds. I had not heard the birds, I think, since I was like 7 years old.
You're right.
So slow down, enjoy the moment, just let everything wash over you. We have 5 senses for a reason.
So
use them. Hear everything, see everything, taste everything, smell everything.
And it's true, I feel like especially when we're fighting cancer or going through adversity, we tend to always have that adrenaline, you know, that fight energy. And it's important to, you know, sometimes you need to step back and just heal, especially me, because I love doing these shows and of course I'm still fighting, so I'm always on the go. But I tend to like meditate or do yoga or just go for a really long walk outside by myself. You're right, I think that's the importance of slowing down. That's how you'll really live and embrace the moment. Number 3,
compartmentalize.
What do you mean by that?
Everything in our lives or in our brains should be in a box. I realized at one point cancer was just all over everything I did, everything I thought about. Cancer was there. So I wrapped up all of that cancer and I put it in a box.
Okay.
And I only open that cancer box when I really need to be in the cancer moment. Don't let negative things or things that are stressing you take over everything else. Give them their time, give them their space, but don't open that box if you should not be opening that box.
I really love that analogy. I'm very a visual person, so as you're speaking, I see all the boxes, and it's true because I think compartmentalizing versus repressing is so important, because a lot of people repress. They're like, I don't want to ever remember the pain. I just want to get rid of it, so they repress. But you're right. I feel like there are certain points that no, you need to pull out those moments because you learn so much from them. You learn and you grow from them, and it's far more healthier to put them in boxes versus just, you know,
pretending they don't exist. Yeah, because when you do that, you're not really dealing with it.
Exactly. But I like the idea of only taking it out when you need it. Number 4.
Be honest. Be yourself. You know, we have one life, and it is not a dress rehearsal. And so don't feel like you have to be something that you're not. Don't give yourself that burden. And what I realized is the more that I'm honest with myself and true to myself, the more other people are honest with me and true with me. And so it just makes everything so much simpler. There's a lot less drama. And I know if somebody says they love me and they care for me, that it's really love and caring. And now I don't hold back with people. If I have an emotion for them, I share it with them, because the last thing I want is to be saying, I didn't tell that person enough how much I loved them, and I didn't tell myself enough how much I loved myself. So we just need to be true and honest with ourselves.
One of the best advice I ever received was also be kind to yourself, and that's why I always say it at the end of the videos, like be kind to yourself, because in order to be honest and be yourself, you have to be kind to yourself. And by being kind to yourself, that's when you stop all like the worries, you know, and like the stress of like what may happen later and stuff, because you would never tell your best friend or someone you love what you would tell yourself. You have to treat yourself like you would treat your best friend. Like, why are we so mean to ourselves? And in order to do everything that you have already just said in the top 5 tips, you have to be kind to yourself. So I feel like they go really hand in hand. Number 5.
Be positive. So I always say every morning that I wake up and open up my eyes, it's gonna be a great day.
Yes.
And that's how I start my life. And that's how I start my day. I mean, yeah, there's all sorts of negativity and bad things that happen. But at the same time, I say to myself, but I'm just actually so lucky to be here.
Oh, yes. It's as simple as that. It's true, but also it's a choice. Right?
It is a choice.
You have to make that choice.
And you have to make that choice every morning. When
day.
you wake up, you say, okay, is today going to be a bad day or is today going to be a good day?
Exactly.
And if you say today is going to be a good day, you know what?
It's going to be
a good day.
Live in the moment, because all you really have is right now.
That's right.
And now it is time for the random question. What is your pet peeve? What grinds your gears? Like, what annoys you?
Oh my God. You know, I think what annoys me is people who just aren't aware of the other people around them.
Oh my gosh.
You know, say for example,
Yeah.
I've actually been in the chemo ward. Oh my God. and somebody started clipping their toenails. And I'm thinking, excuse me.
That's disgusting.
Don't you realize that I'm here?
A patient?
I don't know. And you know what? I didn't really want to get up with my, pole and start doing the investigation. Who's cutting their... When people who are just not considerate of the fact that others are around them is my pet peeve.
You're completely right. Especially someone cutting their nails.
Oh my God.
We want to hear from you. What do you do to live in the moment? Comment below. If you have any questions for Mei-Lin or you want to follow her, she does such amazing things. You can check out her information below as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch my vlogs, they're up there. Miss the last episode, it's down there. Don't forget to subscribe because I release videos every Monday. Be patient, be kind to yourself,
Be authentic, and be your own best friend.
I love that. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye. And then she heard click, and she said, oh.